Grandpa, can I ask you something that's been heavy on my mind? Lately, I keep struggling with laziness and overthinking. Sometimes I feel like I want to move forward, but I end up stuck inside my own head. I know I should be doing something, but I waste hours just worrying about what could go wrong instead of actually taking action. How do I fight this? How do I get out of this cycle?
My dear boy, listen carefully, because what you are asking is one of the most important questions a young person can ever ask. You see, laziness and overthinking are like two thieves. Laziness steals your time, and overthinking steals your peace of mind. If you allow them, they will take away your entire future. But here's the truth. Both of them live only in your head. And if they live in your head, that means you are stronger than them. Because you are the one who decides who stays and who goes. When I was your age, I wasn't born into success. I grew up in a small village where nothing came easy. People laughed at my dreams. They told me to stay where I was, to accept the life I was given. And I almost believed them. Every night, I used to lie awake, thinking, what if I fail? What if I am not good enough? What if I lose everything? Those thoughts chained me down. I wasted so much energy imagining failure instead of building my future. But one day, I realized something. I realized that the world doesn't reward people who sit and think about what could go wrong. The world rewards people who take small steps every single day, no matter how afraid they are. So I made a promise to myself. I said, from now on, I will take action first and think later. And you know what happened? The moment I started moving, the fear in my head started to shrink. Action is the antidote to overthinking. Let me give you an example. Imagine a dark room. You stand at the door, afraid to go in because you can't see what's inside. You keep thinking, maybe there are monsters, maybe there's danger. But the moment you take just one step inside and turn on the light, you realize there was nothing to fear. That's how life works. The darkness is your overthinking, and the light switch is your action. You don't defeat fear by thinking, you defeat it by moving. Now, about laziness. Laziness is tricky because it doesn't feel dangerous in the moment. It whispers to you, rest a little more, scroll a little more, tomorrow you will start. But laziness is a liar. Every day you give in to it, you lose a piece of your future. Do you want to know the secret to defeating laziness? It is not motivation. Motivation is like fire. It burns bright, but it fades quickly. The real weapon against laziness is discipline. Discipline means you do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. I used to wake up at 4 a.m. every morning, not because I loved it, but because I knew success doesn't wait for anyone. At first, it was painful. My body wanted to sleep, my mind wanted comfort. But over time, I discovered something beautiful. Discipline becomes freedom. When you build discipline, you gain control of your life. You are no longer a slave to moods or feelings. You become the master of your day. Let me give you another picture. Imagine a farmer who waits until he feels like planting seeds. He says, maybe tomorrow I'll plant, maybe next week. When the season passes, he has nothing to harvest. But the disciplined farmer plants his seeds daily, whether he feels like it or not. And when the season comes, he eats, he thrives, and his family prospers. Life is the same, my boy. The habits you plant now will become the harvest of your future. So, how do you put this into practice? First, Break your tasks into small steps. Don't try to climb the entire mountain in one day. Just focus on taking the next step. Second, set a clear routine and stick to it. Even when your mind says, "Not today," you tell yourself, "Yes, today." Third, remind yourself of your vision. What kind of man do you want to become? A man who let fear and laziness control him, or a man who built his life with courage and discipline? And let me share the biggest lesson of all. You don't have to be perfect. You will stumble, you will fail, and you will fall. I failed more times than I can count. But every time I fell, I stood up one more time. Success is not about never falling. It's about never staying down. Remember this, my boy. Laziness and overthinking cannot survive in the presence of purpose. When your purpose is strong, your heart will not allow you to waste time. Find your why, and everything else will follow. I want you to carry this truth with you. The world does not need more perfect people. It needs people who dare to try, who dare to rise, who dare to live fully even when fear whispers in their ear. And I believe you can be that person. Do not let laziness steal your days. Do not let overthinking steal your dreams. Choose action. Choose discipline. Choose to rise.
Thank you, Grandpa. Truly, thank you. I feel like a heavy weight just lifted off my chest. I understand now it's not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about moving forward with courage and discipline. I promise I'll remember your words and use them to build my life. You've given me more than advice, you've given me hope.